All right, sorry for the mess here, but what I want to do now is I want to show you guys how to take the the blower fan out and rotate it. If you're doing this, every model is a little different, so you want to read the manual 3 or 4 times over before you actually go and do anything permanently. So on this GE Adora, there are 3 screws. Here, on the back, you need to remove, and there's one on the top. Make sure we hold on to these. We don't want to lose those at any cost. All right, we're going to pop this off. Here, this slides out. We'll set this over to the side gently. This is attached, so we're going to bend this up. Never seen that before, but hey. So then what we do is we come in here, we remove the blower fan. And I always look at the directions while I'm doing this. What you're going to do is you're going to rotate this 180 degrees. And as you do that, you're going to have to undo the cord in these clips right here. So that comes out. Cord power comes from over here. This gets buckled back into here. You always want to be careful when you're dealing with this plastic. And you're dealing with electrical wires here. So, fold that into there. We're going to rotate this another 180 degrees, okay? So we've moved it on the horizontal and the vertical axis. So this drops down into here, just like everything. You gotta kind of wiggle it in. Boy, they make this so easy. So we want to push this down. Carefully slide this in. That pops into there. Remove these tabs from here. Got a little ahead of myself. All right, now you can see the fan's going to be blowing this way. So we're going to come in here. Now it's going to be our job to remount this appropriately so it will stay there forever. Doing these by hand is never a bad idea. Right here and here, if you're interested, just because if you're unfamiliar with how much torque this gives, you don't want to strip these out, okay? I'm pretty comfortable with this device, so, and I go a little bit, and I go kind of slow, but if you're unsure, just go ahead and do it by hand, and you'll be good to go. Be ready to rock and or roll. All right, so cool. Now the fan is ready to go. If you wanted to, you could actually plug this in at this point on, turn the fan, and you could be able to feel that the actual air is coming out here, okay? So that's just, if you're doing this for the first time, that's not a horrible idea. Okay, one other thing you need to do is, if there is not already an exhaust port going out the back, and that's where you're exhausting it, you're not going up, or you're not going to circulate it. This one already has a cut, so I just taped this up here to verify that the hole matches, and it matches perfectly just like what I thought. If you're cutting a hole out the side of your house on an exterior wall like this to hang this up, you really have to know your construction to do this, okay? Just fair warning, you really have to know your construction to be able to do this, because cutting in exterior walls can be very tricky, and this is already done, so I'm totally good, and it was done well. So I don't need this, but this came with it if you were going to do it this way. And now, since I'm going to be exhausting it out the back, I need to change the motor in the way that the exhaust fan motor is actually blowing, because they always come blowing up. We need it blowing back.